Brothers and sisters, aunties, uncles, and play cousins. What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Michael. Hey, check it out. So, I just recently did Fire in the Booth. And if I'm being honest, I was going to take a couple of days off. I was going to sit back. I was going to rewatch my video. I was going to gain some introspect, this, that, and other. And I was going to go ahead and then dig back in, according to the system that I had calculated for myself of how I was going to attack these videos. I have watched a couple of the behind the scenes, footage, just for my own personal introspection, because as I'm growing and doing these reactions, I want to continue to grow in my knowledge of Ren. It's going to help me as I go forward. So I had my own system that I had in place that I was going to go ahead and attack these videos. With that said, that from my recent video, I had also said that, I've had a lot of subscribers, a lot of fans that have wanted to go above and beyond, you guys just showing up in the comments and the contributions that you've made to me as a person have been all the thanks that I need. You know what I mean? You've been liking the videos, you've been commenting. I'm telling you, I am eternally humbled from the response that you guys have given me. I don't even have words for it. I don't have words for it. You know what I mean? So, but one of the things that I wanted to do was I wanted to come up with some sort of way that I can give back as much as I can humanly do to the people that have continued to show that kind of support. And then now going above and beyond to help contribute to the growth of the channel. So I said that, if somebody, is making contributions to the channel, that my way of saying thank you is more than just putting your name on the screen. I'm going to allow you to make a request to me, and then I'm going to fulfill that request within 72 hours. In keeping with that, my next one was going to be the Tales series. That was my next on my list. But now my boy Gary Moore has gotten in, made a contribution to the channel, and has made a request for me to do the Money Game series 1, 2, and 3. And so now I got to rearrange the schedule. So now I'm going to go ahead and get into the Money Game series. And then if nobody else interferes with that, then I will tackle whatever's next. But because Gary Moore requested that, today we got Money Game. Now here's what I'm going to do. And Gary, I hope you will give me a little bit of grace. I know that y'all getting tired of these long ass videos. and also I have also heard from some of the comments that have been coming in from the other videos. Everybody keeps saying, hey, you got to check out Money Game. And unfortunately and fortunately, you guys give me a lot of introspection, and you let me know that this is going to be one that's going to be deep. And for that reason, I'm not going to do all 3 of them in this video. I'm going to break them up and give you 3 separate videos. So that way this doesn't turn into a 2-hour breakdown. Each one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do them one at a time. So today, Gary, give me grace. I am going to get all 3 of them back to back. So for the next few days, you're going to get, the whole Money Game series. But today I'm going to give you Money Game 1. And then, tomorrow I'll give you Money Game 2. And then the next day I'll give you Money Game 3. You know what I mean? But I want to make sure that I'm actually doing these justice, and I want to make sure that I can pay attention to everything that's going on, because everybody has let me know the Money Game series kind of tells a story, and there's an apex to the whole thing, and I don't want to miss it trying to break all the bars down to every single one of the videos in one take. So I'm going to sit with this one, and we're going to go ahead and check out Money Game 1. Before I get into it, I got to do my housekeeping. Y'all, please hit that like button. I appreciate it. I don't even feel like I have to say that to y'all, because y'all have been phenomenal as far as showing love to the channel, as far as hitting like. Y'all have hyped. Y'all have contributed. Y'all have subscribed, and y'all have hit notification bells. Y'all have shared. You name it, you guys have showed love. So, yeah, I just want to say thank you. That's all. I want to say thank you. And let me clear something up. A lot of people have posted in the comments. I do this because I enjoy doing it. So I actually sit down, and I really kind of try to take everything in. And I know my videos get long because I go through line by line. And when I go through line by line, it actually helps me do my breakdown more so than if I actually play through a song and then try to figure out what happened in the song. That's why my videos end up getting so long, because I actually go through line by line and give you my thoughts on each line. Anyway, with that being said, y'all can please stop with the "you're better than Knox." Knox is a GOAT. Knox is one of the people that actually inspired me to say it's okay to actually dig in. Because when I first started my channel, You know what I mean? I was actually hesitant to really do what I do, even though I would hear the stuff and it would churn at me. And I was like, oh, I really want to dig into that. But I was hesitant to do it because I didn't think there was a lot of people that would listen to me talk like that. You know, I was a little leery at first. You know what I mean? And then in listening to his breakdowns on some of his songs, I realized, well, there is a group of people out there that actually want to hear this being intellectually spoken about rather than me just getting on here and being a clown. You know what I mean? And jumping all over the place and screaming and hollering and throwing stuff. And they're like, that ain't never been me. So I figured, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and pull back just a little bit. And then, like I said, you know, Knox is goated to me because he has the ability with his natural talent to be able to break down bars and catch things and do it in a way that he doesn't have to be flipping all over the screen and he can still, you know, gain your attention. So I'm not gonna be the one that says, you know what I'm saying, I'm the greatest of all time or none of that kind of stuff. I'm not even fighting for that title. I know how to give flowers where flowers is due. And if people love what I do, I truly appreciate that. But there's no competition here. There's no competition. He's never spoken to me. I've never had the pleasure of having a conversation with him, but he's one of the people that I watched before I started my channel. And he's one of the ones that made me say, it's okay to be you. So for that reason whatsoever, I'm always going to show love, always going to show respect. Anyway, like paying tribute and showing homage and giving flowers to the oldies of hip hop where I come from. I got to give flowers where flowers is due. So I appreciate the sentiment. It's humbling, but nah, I don't need that title. All right. So with that being said, I've talked enough. You know what I always do? Damn, where'd I put my head? Oh, damn, they're all the way over here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get on into this. Ren Money Game. This is number 1. Let's go.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, stripe, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A ball chained to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole war burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer.
Yo, that's bars. That's bars.
The trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
Oh, that's bars. I love hearing him sing. I don't know. I love hearing him sing. I'm kind of stuck up.
This old money game.
What the hell you about to do?
Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate, when they make us believe that everybody is going to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth. That's my right to hate. That's freedom of speech.
How you gonna have them kind of cadences on a song like this?
When become a reason to hate, a way to justify a racist slur or insult we make. There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murder like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames. You destroyed yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant, cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome, and also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of his pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again. Demonize the whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions aren't our own, and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep. Rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies.
Tone switch is crazy.
But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame. But point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game.
I'm trying my best to keep an eye on this whole video. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm listening to the words at the same time. That tone switch he did when he started singing that second time was crazy. But I'm sitting up here trying to pay attention to the whole video and pay attention to all the words. But I'm like, I think I'm uber focused on the video right this second because I'm trying to see any Easter eggs in there that may apply to the lyrics before I actually give my take on the lyrics. Like, what is that? Why that look like? That look like one of like those radioactive symbols or whatever that is in the back, like hazardous symbols in the back. I can't really see it that well. I wish I could blow up my screen without distorting my video for y'all, but I'm gonna have to take it as it is for right now. Wait a minute, hold on. How you humming while you torturing this man?
This old money game.
That takes me back to like the Cujo beatdown or some of that other stuff when he was sitting up there. I told you it was sadistic when he's sitting up there rapping and doing the whole little thing, this, that, and the other. Like, he do little stuff like this. It's like, this man really crazy as hell.
This old money game.
Wait, hold up. The hell you doing? Yo, that's crazy. Yo. The hell just what the hell did I just watch? What just nah, okay, I understand. The bottom line is I gotta get to the other ones. I gotta get to them. Hold on. Before I start this video over with. This was some deep shit, and I got to be transparent with y'all. In watching it, there's going to be some stuff that I'm going to point out, like bar heavy, like lyrical acrobatics, stuff like that, double and triple entendres. I don't know if y'all going to get that from me on this one. Because everything that I'm hearing, while I did hear a couple of things that probably have double meanings and this, that, and the other, but the message is so in your face. It's almost like, as skilled as Ren is, he intentionally left no room to question what he was talking about on this. But now, like, the ending is like watching a bad movie or I'm sorry, I said bad movie, but watching a great movie and the whole movie is fantastic. And then you get to the ending and you hate the ending. So that makes you hate the whole movie. That's what this was like. Because I'm like watching the ending and I'm like, what the fuck? What? But then it had to hit me real quick that, okay, there's 2 more series or 2 more videos that I got to watch. Because if that was the end of the video, I'd have been so upset. But I got where he was going. So now that lets me know what's coming next. But this, first of all, I have seen in all the videos, and I noticed that a lot of people have pointed it out in the comments. So one of the things that I really tried to be intentional about is paying attention to the whole first take, the whole sequence of one take that Ren does these videos in, where it's just like a uniform camera. There's no stops, there's no clicks, there's none of that kind of stuff. It's all done, in one take. That is dope. Because I'm watching, I have a theory about this part, just the very beginning. But like I said, the dopest part about this is Ren kind of made this to where it don't require me. It don't require your reactor to do anything other than, oh my God, and wake up and pay attention. You know what I mean? Because he made sure that there's no question in there. There's really no interpretation to be had in this song other than this is what the fuck I'm really saying. And this is what I mean, take it or leave it. Like, I'm not going to leave any room in this one for you to figure out what I'm saying. It doesn't require a person like me other than to spend time with y'all. So I don't know if 2 and 3 are going to be a little bit more deep, but this one right here, what do you say? This shit right here, nigga? This shit right here, nigga? What Cat Williams say? This right here. This go hard. This go hard. I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna point out what I catch, but most of all, I am amazed right now. I know I just said a lot to then turn around and say that I'm stuck. I really have nothing to say. That's unusual for me because I can tear up a video. I don't have anything to offer to this right now without seeing the other 2. So I think right now we're just going to enjoy this. I'm going to give you what little bit I did catch, and then I'm going to wait to give you my overall soliloquy until after I've seen 2 and 3. So stay tuned, y'all. Just keep following me through as we watch these next 2 videos, and then you'll probably get the most out of me after I watch part 3. I don't know. This is powerful, though. I need the whole world to see this video. The whole world. Not just Ren fans. And I'm glad the words are up here too, because there's a couple of sections in here where you did the whole when you did that, and it took me a minute to try to figure out what you said. So if it wasn't for the words being on the screen, I would have been screwed on this one. Because I'm usually good at catching the words, but there was a couple of them where you said it so fast, it was hard to catch.
It's a strange time we're living in. Bull can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria.
And the dope thing, greed runs through the parliament. Yeah, I mean, we all get that. That means the government. Greed runs throughout the government. You know what I'm saying? Or not just the government, any people of power. Greed runs through, any people who have the power to control anything significant. You know what I'm saying? It's controlled by greed. Anyway, when I was looking at the devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. And that's a powerful line right there. I'm not going to break it all down yet because it ties into what I want to say about the ending, but that was a powerful line right there.
Runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, stripe fearing, weary-minded men.
That part right there, hold on, I'm sorry. Eerie theories strike fear and weak mind. You know what I'm saying? I know that I just jumbled that, but the whole point in that is like mentally, eerie theories, devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. So you got people that come around that look like us, that talk like us, that supposedly think like us, but those people are there to push an agenda. You know what I'm saying? And because they align with whatever our so-called beliefs are. They fit the criteria because they align with whatever our so-called beliefs are. You know, we will listen to whatever they say. And because we're weak-minded, and so we, you know what I'm saying, and because we're so puppet-like, you know what I mean? But we're so weak-minded that we listen to whatever they say. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having thought of our own, we're weak-minded. So he's saying instead of really thinking for yourself, people that come around you that look like you, act like you, talk like you, walk like you, or have a message that's similar to what your overall, you know, message is, that they can say anything to you and you'll believe it and run with it. Like that's dope. That's dope. The greed runs through the parliament, the government. And then there are people that are sent out amongst that, you know, to spit narratives. And then because they spit a narrative that fits what you've been told or what you've heard or what you think, or, you know, because we're puppets and we're not open-minded enough, whatever they say, you know, we gravitate towards that. And then we continue to regurgitate what it was that we heard. That's bars. That's bars. I'm sorry. Like I said, this is not open for interpretation, even though I just took my own interpretation from it. So I'm sorry, Ren, if I screwed that whole thing up right there. But that's what I got from that. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's go.
Almost they fit the criteria, eerie theory, stripe fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships, nearly blinded by illusions to choose. But who's fooling who? A pull chain to your shoes.
That he said nearly blinded by illusions to choose. The bar in that is I'm watching him in this video, blinded by illusions to choose. And I catch this right here. This dude has got a bag over his head. I guess that ties into the whole money game scheme. But he's got a bag over his head, right? With no eyes on the bag. Like he can't see. He's blinded, right? He said we're nearly blinded by illusions to choose. But the irony of that whole part is he's got a noose around his neck. And Ren at the beginning of the video, and that's the part that I said caught my attention. Ren is like dragging this rope across the floor, right? So it gives you the illusion, the guy that's sitting in here with no eyes and can't see, it would give you the illusion that the rope tied around his neck is attached to Ren, like Ren has control of this rope. But if you see that Ren was wrapping it around his hand, you know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't even have the rope. The rope is not attached to this guy. The guy has the rope around his neck, but nothing's attached to it. And on top of that, the man is playing a guitar, and that's confusing as shit to me because that means his hands aren't tied up. And if your hands aren't tied up, you're sitting here choosing to be blind because you got a bag over your head with no eyes in it that's wrapped around your head, tied up by a noose that's not connected to anything. Nothing is holding you, and your hands are free because you playing the guitar. Your hands are, so you can take the shit off. You can take off the noose and the bag. There's nothing stopping you from taking off the mask. That's the part. And then Ren gets in his face and he's like, yeah, illusions. It's an illusion. You think because you heard the rope and because you got a rope around, you know, a noose tied around your neck and a bag over your head, you think I'm controlling you. And I'm not. You're free to choose. You can take this shit off anytime you want. I'm sorry, I'm ranting. See, here we go. Finna turn this into that's why I'm not doing all three of them right now. Because you know I will do this. Anyway, I get so animated when I watch stuff like this. Sorry. Let's go.
Stripe fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships.
But I also got to give props. I do like listening to these guys play the guitar. So I don't mind. You can sit there and play the guitar all you want. Even though I see the cord on the floor and I don't see no amp nowhere. So where the fuck in this old destitute ass, black mold covered, broke down ass facility is the amplifier? Where is the cord plugged in?
Nearly blinded by illusions to choose. But who's fooling who? A pull chain to your shoes. I'm pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole world burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns.
He said, the pursuit of our own wealth lights the flame. Yo, go back.
By illusions to choose. But who's fooling who? A pull chain to your shoes. I'm pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame.
Yo, I'm sorry. I just caught a bar. Oh, fuck. I didn't think I was going to catch a bar. Ren, why you putting bars in here? I didn't think I was going to catch a bar. He said a ball and chain tied to your shoes, right? I'm pained. It's a crying shame. Think about that. Bawl is a form of crying. Like when you cry, you're bawling. You know what I'm saying? So the word ball, he said ball, crying shame, pain. Pain causes someone to cry or causes someone to bawl. So he's got ball. He's got the word pain in between the two. And then he's got cry. That's all that the crying scheme basically is what I'm saying. Bawling, crying, pain, causing you to bawl, causing you to cry. My bad. I'm sorry. That was a bar. I don't know. He snuck that in there. That was a bar.
I'm pained. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lies a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole world burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns.
As the world turns, the whole world burns. Now, I don't know if that, I mean, number one, that is a flame. Or that is, I said flame. That is a bar, As the World Turns. I remember that old TV show, As the World Turns, the soap opera, by the way. No, I did not watch it. My mama watched it. Don't judge. I just know the show. Anyway. But as the world turns, but then the world is turning on its axis. Never mind. I'm not doing it. Let's go. I said I wasn't going to try to break this whole thing down. I'm listening. I'm observing. I'm not going to actually get into this until we go through part 3. And you know what I think I'm going to do after I watch part 3? I think I'm going to go back. So that part 3, you know what? I just made up my mind. Y'all beware. The day that I do part 3, that's going to be a long video because I'm going to watch part 3 and then I'm going to watch 1 through 3 in succession and give my take as I go through them. Because by that point, I will have seen all 3 and I'll be able to actually give an honest assessment. So part 3 is going to be a long one. Y'all get ready for it. All right, let's go.
But money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint.
That's facts too. Money was invented for trade.
Into a sinner, a child into a killer.
Turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer, because it's good people out here killing and dying every day over greed, over money. A child into a sinner because you got children out here in the street killing each other over what they see on TV, trying to have fancy cars, fancy chains, money in their pocket. Damn. Stop before you get caught up. Let's go.
His finger on the trigger of a money game.
Crazy.
Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we like to point the blame.
That is such a bar.
It's easy to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
Yo, that's facts. But again, we playing into the whole puppet thing about this guy thinks he's under somebody's control, got the noose around his neck, playing the guitar. And I'm sure he's playing the guitar because the part we didn't see prior to the video coming when he drugged the rope is I'm sure this like led up to somebody capturing you, putting the bag over your head, tying your neck up, this, that, and the other, and then saying, here, play this guitar or else. You know what I'm saying? Which plays into the whole, never mind, I'm stopping. But I'm just saying, you notice right then when he says stop, the dude stopped playing. He's a puppet. You do what I tell you when I tell you. And he said stop, and the dude immediately said, bruh. Where the hell are y'all at? I know when I watched the high rent, not high rent, it wasn't high rent. Damn it, I can't, my brain froze. I hate when I do this. But when I watched the one when you were in the prison, was that high rent? I cannot remember which. Anyway, but when I watched the one when you were in the prison, I know that was actually a real prison. Where the hell are you at right now? And why isn't this building condemned? Is that supposed to symbolize intimidation? When he hit him, he immediately started playing the guitar again.
This old money game.
This is fear. Man, that's dope. How he just got done talking about that in the lines before. He's not doing anything with the bat. He wasn't doing anything with the gloves on his hands. He doesn't have the rope tied around he's not tied down at all. All of these things like beating the bat on the floor, going to chain, along the fence with the bat. This is all intimidation tactics. This is fear. He's controlling this man by fear. Bro.
Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate.
That is a bar. It's obvious that everyone's a resident. Everyone in the world, everyone's a resident. Ideas to keep us separate. Bruh. I'm pointing the bars out that I hear. I'm pointing out the things that get my attention, but I'm not elaborating. I told you. For 3.
Believe that everybody is going to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth. That's my right to hate. That's freedom of speech.
Bullshit. Sorry.
But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murdered like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called a pop.
2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. I love this man. I love this man because his moral compass. I'm not going to say his political values, his ideals, any of that kind of stuff. I will summarize it all by saying his moral compass. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. We are all human beings. We all deserve the same empathy, the same love, the same treatment, the same uplifting, the same comfort, the same ability to hope, the same ability to dream, the freedom to be able to feel, think, and speak how we want to, but be able to do it in a way that's constructive instead of having to step on someone else in order to make your opinion more valid. Let me tell you something, Ren. If you end up watching this video, if not, to the Ren fans, to the renegades, to everyone in my current Renosphere as I continue to go down this rabbit hole, listen to me when I tell you, this man can put out a song rapping a restaurant menu, and I don't give a damn. I'm going to react to it, and I'm going to post it, and I'm going to promote it, and I'm going to do everything that I can to do my part to make sure that this man gets in front of as many people as I possibly can help get him in front of. I don't control that much. I'm still a small channel. I don't have the millions of followers. Hell, I'm not even at 10,000 yet. But I'm going to make sure that everyone that follows me or anybody that speaks to me knows who Ren is. Because we need, we need more like him. I'm not going to say there are none, but we need more with this kind of moral compass. And one of the things that I've seen in the comments and the things that you guys, now I've had a few people that get in there and kick my ass. Oh, you talk too much, or you do too much pausing, or this, that, and the other. You so wrong in your thoughts and blah, blah, blah. And it's okay. I know that comes with the territory, and it's fine. It's fine because I do pause a lot and I do have a big mouth. I talk a lot. I share my opinions a lot. That's what I do. If you hear, you know, that's what I do. But 99.9% of y'all have been nothing but loving, supporting, encouraging, and just humbling to me. Which to me is nothing but more of a reflection as to who he is. Because you can only be a person of a certain caliber. You have to have that certain moral compass to be in his. And if you don't already have that moral compass, follow him long enough. Follow him long enough and he will breed it in you. And I love it because his ideals, I know I sit on here and I talk, and even on the video where I was talking about I cuss him out and I do this, that, and other. Like real talk, there was a day where all that was true. but I've grown up and I've matured and I've experienced enough life and I've lived enough. I've lived long enough and I've seen a lot of hurt and I've been through a lot of hurt and I've dealt with a lot of stuff and seen a lot of things happen in my lifetime, both good and bad, that it's developed that same moral compass in me to where I can look at another human being and I can love that person, even if I don't like that person. I'm humble enough to know that I'm not always right. I have enough hope to still believe that even with all the shit that's going on right now, we're going to be good. All of this. And I hate anyone. I guess you can encompass this as greed. I hate anyone who makes it their business to belittle, denigrate, or step on someone else for their own gain. You won't do that around me. Anyway. Let's go.
Hypocrisy, preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant, cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent, I'll shed the light on immigrants.
That's facts. That, oh my God, that's facts. And even when let's go, stop.
America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome, and also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions aren't our own, and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle, we sleep.
Ours. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle, we sleep. That's a play on the woke thing. But it's
rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we...
Was that a play on the singing? Was that a Fred Astaire move he just did with a bat in his hand?
Got to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves.
Everything he's doing it aggressively. Like even taking the gloves off and putting them on the ground. He's slapping them down on the ground. These are all things that he's doing because the dude can't see, but he can hear. So he's doing all these things. These are all fear tactics. He's showing you.
All part of this old money game.
that humming while you over the top of him. I'm sorry, I can't get over that. He does that stuff.
This old money game.
And he picks. The irony of this part right here, though, to me is, I'm sorry, I gotta say this part. The irony of this part right here is he's like, okay, I'm a slit a little thing right here, so you can actually speak now. You can speak now. I gave you eyes, and then I picked up the guitar and I put it back in your hands, and you still doing the same old shit. It's like you can see now. At the very minimum, you can see right now that I'm in this room by myself. I made all these noises making you think it was more than just me, but now you can see that I'm in here by myself. It's just me and you. You can also see that I'm not holding the rope, that you're free. You can see all this stuff now, and you can speak. And yet, I stuck this guitar back in your hand, and you went right back to doing the same thing that you was doing because I told you to do it. It reminds me of like I used to hear this all the time. It was an old story where they talked about these farmers. And, they used to keep these horses tied up inside of a pen. And the fence, every time the horses would run, when they first trained them, what I mean? They had to have these little things around. So every time the horse would try to get out of the pen, they would run against this barbed wire little section of the fence, and it would shock them. So the horse learned, don't ever go outside of this little area right here. And they learned to stay inside of this area so that they wouldn't be shocked. Well, one day, the farm had caught on fire, and all the forest and everything around it was burning. And the farmer ran out to save the horses, and he cut down the section of the barbed wire so that the horses could run free and save themselves. And instead, the horses ended up burning up and dying because they ran all the way up to the fence so that they could run free. But because they had been so trained not to run outside that fence, when they got to the fence, they stopped. And instead, they sat there and burned up and died with the rest of the forest around the farm. They died because they were so trained to not go outside the fence that they didn't have the courage to go outside of what they've been told. And that's I'm sorry. Another soliloquy. I got, as the title of one of my videos, I gotta stop saying what I'm not gonna do. I get myself in trouble in every one of these videos because I start out telling you what I'm not gonna do, and then Ren forces me to do something that I said I was not gonna do. Let's go.
Old money game.
Okay, I was wrong. So there's not a slit in the mouth, but either way, you just covered by a sheet. I'm sure you can talk. You can talk, and you can see now. He watches the man get ready to dump fire on him and still won't get up. You see my hands. You see I got a gas can in my hand about to burn you up. I'm not holding a rope. You're going to sit there and watch me set you on fire. The dopest part about this, I'm going to say it, I'm going to let the video run out. All right. So the dopest part about that part right there is I'm trying to, because to me, the person that's tied up represents us. It represents the whole society. I liken to think that it represents society because of the way that he's talking and this, that, and other. It represents society as a whole. That's what I'm thinking. But the dope part about this part right here is that he's like, we're going to burn the whole system down. And then he realizes that, wait a minute, even if you burn the system down, nothing is going to change because the people that created the system are still around. They still here. We are the people that allowed. We're the people that allowed. They're the people that created. So if the people that allowed the system and the people that created the system still exist, even if you burn down the system, eventually we will just end up back with the same system because the puppets and the puppeteers still exist. So the only way, we can't change the greedy because greed is greed. But the only way that we can affect the system, which in turn affects the greedy, is if we change ourselves. So it starts with me. So he sits down at the end of this video, and the dopest part about it is that this is like real shit. This isn't some play acting, you know what I'm saying? Like, he takes off his little thing as he's filming this video, and you can hear him pulling off the microphones as if like, this is some real shit I'm trying to show y'all. And he pulls off the microphones and sets it down and then goes to set his cell phone fire. Instead of burning the system, I need to burn down my beliefs, my morality, my thinking, the way that I need, like, it starts here. So if we're gonna defeat the system, first we have to kill the bullshit that's in us. All right, let's go. I'm probably way ahead of myself, or I got that all messed up because I haven't watched 2 or 3 yet. So this may go a whole different direction. It's just what I got from right here. I mean, you can hear everything crystal clear. it disconnects the microphone. You can hear it. But the other dopest part about it is he cut eyes in the dude. And the dude still hasn't got up and ran away yet. His dumb ass still sitting there. But now he's sitting down and he's making the dude watch him do this to himself. There's more to this. I know it. There's gotta be. I said there's gotta be, while I know I got 2 more videos to watch. That was stupid. Y'all, that was dope. That was dope. Let's go. All right. Y'all, you know how I do. I be trying my best, but it happens every damn time. Ren makes your mind start doing flips. All right. Y'all, let me hurry up and get up off of here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Gary, I got you. We getting into part 2 tomorrow. Y'all, if you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love y'all. Peace out.